What's going on, Shady People? ShadyPenguinn welcoming you back for another live Pokemon ORAS Alpha Sapphire Wi-Fi battle today against Kevin Ovation. His YouTube link is in the description. He's a friend of mine. We go way back now. I mean, I call it way back, but it's like over a year, so I consider that way back in the YouTube realm of things. It could be like, it's almost 2 years-ish now? I don't know. It's crazy. Almost 2 years, like over a year and a half. But his YouTube link is in the description. Go check him out. He does a lot of VGC stuff. He's an awesome battler and a good guy. So today, we're going in for our third UU session with this team before you that you see: Vision, Spider-Bread, R&B, Spawn, Entei, and DeVille. So I have to admit, Spawn has been a bit of dead weight, but I think I've been playing him a little wrong. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up with Spawn this time around. Well, depending on what my opponent brings, but I really want to use Spawn and utilize it because these last couple battles have been really, really close. I have to admit, they've been insanely close. My opponent has a powerful UU team, a Rotom Heat, which we have yet to see in this session, and I was kind of happy not to see it, but now we shall have to deal with it. So Tentacruel, Crocodile, Shaman, Haxorus, and Florges also follow suit. I think I'm definitely gonna go ahead and open up with Spawn. I'm just gonna lead with it. I could see my opponent leading with Crocodile to set up the Stealth Rocks. I could see him leading with the Rotom Heat to get some Volt Switch action going on. There are definitely a lot of options by my opponent. However, I'm feeling really comfortable. Not really comfortable, but I would like to get some speed control under my belt, which means that Haxorus and Shaman are the two mons that I really want to paralyze. I really want to paralyze that Shaman really bad. I just want to break its little spine. That's a terrible thing to say, but I really do. I want to paralyze it. I want to just make sure it doesn't move fast anymore. I don't want you to be a Sonic. I want you to be a Shaman, which I want you to be like a low-key, like, really destroyed Shaman. So Ovation is issuing a challenge, and I wish you the best of luck. No hacks. He does in fact open up with the Rotom, and I want to stay in. I do. I literally can't touch this. I'm gonna frisk, and now we see that he's Choice Scarfed Rotom. So knowing that he's Choice Scarfed, do I feel like he's gonna Volt Switch? If I feel like he's gonna Volt Switch, I can actually take advantage of this moment and go straight up out into R&B. I really could. That's such a huge turn one prediction though. Although I don't have many other options. It's either that or I just stay in. And I'm not really liking the way staying in feels. I'm not a huge fan of just staying in. Huh. You know what? I think he is going to Volt Switch, but I really don't want to act on that prediction because it is really risky. If he goes for the Overheat, my Mamoswine takes that. It's going to be the end of our All-Star. Mamoswine's kind of necessary with that Haxorus around. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to Shadow Sneak. These are the moments I really wish I had Protect on Banette. If I had Protect on Banette, this would have been absolutely perfect. So hopefully Banette can take this Volt Switch that's coming our way. Potential Overheat, but I really think that the Volt Switch is going to be the move to go for. Shadow Sneak should do 25% at least, so it doesn't run 35. He is going to go for the Volt Switch. I could have gained some serious momentum had I just gone out into Mamoswine, but a little bit too risky for me. Fortunately, I was Mega Banette when I took that Volt Switch, so I took less than I would have if I was regular Banette, which honestly, I've been regular Banette half the time in these battles. Against my opponents. Now, I can see my opponent going on into something and going right back out into Rotom, predicting the Will-O-Wisp. It depends what he goes out into. If he goes into a physical attacker, I'm pretty sure he's going to be baiting the Willow. I feel as though he'll be baiting the Will-O-Wisp. But we'll see what he does as I grab myself my gallon, which is almost gone. I got to go to the supermarket tomorrow. I have no more gallons of water in my house. It's a sin. I buy my gallons, and I get this. All right, I don't want anyone around. I don't want anyone here that I didn't want them to hear. I buy my gallons 6 at a time because I save multiple dimes when I buy them 6 at a time. Hashtag bars, hashtag bars. So Crocodile comes through. Obviously a very intimidating mon. Has the knockoff, has things. I really do want to paralyze that Shaman though. I really want to paralyze that Shaman, but this Crocodile works my entire team, so I am going to burn it. And we didn't see the Intimidate, so he's gonna go out into the, I knew it. He's gonna go back out into Rotom. I had said it, did I say it out loud? I really hope I said it out loud on the commentary. I said he was gonna switch, double switch out. So I could very well see him going for the Overheat here. There's almost no reason not to. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch out into DeVille. I do think he's gonna Overheat, although he's probably going to just Volt Switch again Would he Volt Switch again? He potentially would, but I think he wants to bait out my Mamoswine. So there's the overheat. We make the correct prediction by going out into Deville. I'm not going to get played that hard that fast. Not that hard that fast. I really felt like the overheat was the pretty obvious play. So now I can see Floor just coming in without a doubt. I am still just going to go for the Scald because, I mean, I could switch out into Mamoswine to gain momentum. He has -2 special attack. And Mamoswine would really put some pressure on him. Either that or you go into Entei. You know what? I'm going to go into Entei. I'm going to go into Entei because he's going to withdraw the Rotom. I expect to see Florges here. Tentacruel, actually, wow. That makes sense too, though. That definitely makes sense. It makes too much sense, actually. So Entei's got some natural bulk to it. And not many people run Bulldoze, so I think I can catch Kevin off guard with the Bulldoze if I want to. It's either that or I go right back out into Deville. You know what? No, we're gonna go for the Bulldoze. I'm just gonna risk the biscuit. I'm gonna go straight up for the Bulldoze. Super effective. It should be a 2-hit KO, and it is a 2-hit KO. So I definitely love that. Definitely love seeing a 2-hit KO. I'm probably gonna have to take a Scald here. He's actually gonna go for the knockoff and get rid of my Life Orb, which is a bit unfortunate, but now I don't have this recoil going on. So I'm okay with that. Even without the Life Orb though, judging by how much Bulldoze did, I think that Extreme Speed should still be able to take this Tentacruel out. So I'm gonna go for the E-Speed just in case the Rotom wants to come in. So we're gonna go for E-Speed here. And I love me some Bulldoze Entei. I don't care what anyone says. Bulldoze Entei and UU, it gets that Tentacruel where it needs to be. You guys just saw how much it did. If it's a late game move, then we would be fine. But he's going to switch out. I expect the Rotom here. We're going to see Crocodile, actually, which is a really solid switching by my opponent. We're going to get an E-Speed off, which should still do a decent amount. I'm still adamant, and it still does a good amount. I kind of wish that I had gone for the Bulldoze so I could have known that I was lowering his speed, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Who did I switch out into on the Crocodile last time? I'm not entirely sure. I really have a huge Earthquake weakness, which is why I really wish I could have gone for Sacred Fire there. I'm gonna go ahead. Man, all my mons are so essential, but they're also so like, you're gonna get body rocked. I'm gonna go into R&B. I'm gonna go into R&B. I think this is the game where I have to set up my Calm Minds to win. It's looking like that. R&B is gonna come in, probably gonna have to take a Crunch. Which I'd rather take a Crunch than an EQ. Hopefully it's not, oh my gosh, that's gotta be. It's Choice Banded! It's Choice Banded Moxie. Oh no. I'm gonna go for the Icicle Crash. He's gonna withdraw Crocodile and probably go out into the Rotom. Goes out into the Tentacruel. Oh wow. Just to sack it off, really. Definitely just to sack it off. So we're gonna get this Icicle Crash off, and it is going to take the Tentacruel out despite being resisted. You can definitely call that a Choice Band right there. So the Crocodile's looking extremely Choice Scarfish. It's looking extremely Choice Scarfish, although I don't, oh no, wait, the Rotom's Choice Scarfed. Wow. All right, so this is a pretty big moment because I can either stay in an Icicle Crash, and predict the Volt Switch, since the Tentacruel switching is pretty obvious. But we've been making a lot of predictions, and I think he's gonna predict me to predict. So I'm just gonna go out into Tentacruel. If he goes for Volt Switch, so be it. But I think the overheat is a bit too. He doesn't want to risk it. So he is. Oh, wow, he's gonna go for the Volt Switch. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. Such a risky play, but I mean, like I said, the Tentacruel switching was really obvious. It was really, really, really obvious. He's gonna go out into the Crocodile now. He's working his way around this field to get his Moxie boost, I'll tell you that. He's working his way around the field to get his Moxie boost. I think Crunch is his go-to move, 100%. Crunch just rips through my team, it really does. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna stay in and go for the Scald. I think he's gonna go for Crunch. He actually goes for EQ, which is gonna take me out. I think the Crunch would have taken me out as well. Maybe I'm overestimating Crocodile's fantastic bulk, but I think because he's going for EQ, what I want to do is I'm going to risk it. I don't know what item he has. I kind of think he's banded. Like, I want to go into the spawn and Will-O-Wisp him, or I want to go into Spider Bread and, honestly, I want to go into Spider Bread and Sticky Web. He's got his. I think he's Choice Banded. He's not Life Orb. Do I think he's Choice Banded? He could be Lum. He could definitely be Lum. I want to go into the Spider Bread here. I'm going to go into the Spider Bread because I think that an Energy Ball would take him out. And I think he's going to fear that and switch on to Rotom. So I'm just going to get my Sticky Web up here. I'm going to see. This is where I'm going to find out if he's running 2 Scarfers. He's not running 2 Scarfers. Okay. So confirmed that he's not running 2 Scarfers. We're going to get the Sticky Web up, and he is going for another EQ. So there's a pretty solid chance that either A, he's trying to bait me into thinking that he's Choice Banded. I don't know that Energy Ball KOs. I think I'd rather Visk. I'm going to take a huge risk here, and I'm going to risk Vision. I'm going to risk Vision entirely. And there's a good chance that he's not choiced, because we already know that his Rotom Heat is Choice Scarfed. And we know that this guy's not Choice Scarfed. So we're gonna dodge it. We're gonna dodge it completely. And I'm gonna Calm Mind. And we're gonna find out right now if he's choiced. Choice Banded Krookodile is definitely a thing. We know that he's not Scarfed. He is in fact choice, so we did take a lot of extra damage unnecessarily, but it's okay because he's going out into the Florges, and that's fine by me because I'm running the Psyshock. I'm running the Psyshock, and I'm setting up the Calm Mind, and looking at my opponent's team with the Krookodile not being Choice Scarfed, and the Rotom being the only thing Choice Scarfed, it's especially offensive. I think we can sweep with this Vision. I think I have a Vision that we can sweep. I'm gonna go for another Calm Mind. I think this Florges is probably going to Toxic. I think this Florges is going to Toxic. I don't know. We're going to find out together. We're going to see Calm Mind. Oh. He's meeting my Calm Mind with a Calm Mind. Oh my goodness. I'm not sure what I want to do here. I think I'm going to go for one more Calm Mind. I have Psyshock, so I don't know what he has that's going to put him at a better advantage in the fact that I'm going to be hitting his physical defense. I'm not sure. But Uxie's sitting here, Calm Minding up. Let's see what Florges is going to Calm Mind as well. So I'm at +3 now. +3 should pretty much secure me against most things on my opponent's team. Of course, the Haxorus is still a problem, but I do have Dazzling Gleam for it. We're going to go for the Psyshock right now. I do outspeed, so we'll see how much this does. It's a +3 Psyshock. It's going to hit on the physical side, and I'm really hoping that it's... I don't think it'll be a one-hit KO, but it would be really cool. That is not a one-hit KO, and he goes for the Moonblast, trying to get the special attack drop. This should do not too much. It doesn't do too much at all. I'm going to get my lefty's recovery for both turns because I will be going for another Psyshock on this following turn. Even if he wants to switch out, I'm trying to think. Psyshock is step. Well, it hits on the physical side, so I have to go for Psyshock again. Even if he wants to go into the Krookodile, I'm at +3. I have Dazzling Gleam, so that'll take out the Krookodile. But he's going to opt to stay in and just let his floor just go down. Probably not wanting to risk the fact that I could actually have the Fairy-type move. And maybe he wanted me to predict his switch in and go for the Fairy-type move and he would live again. But not worth it. Not worth it to me. Not worth it to me. So we'll see what's going on. He's gonna go out into the Krookodile. He's gonna be very upset. I think a +3 Dazzling Gleam will take him out. He's caught in the web, so I know I'll outspeed. And we are going. Oh no! Woo! I might have just scratched my 3DS screen really bad with my stylus, but I clicked Thunderbolt. And then dragged it off so that it didn't go through. Oh my gosh. That was ridiculously, oh my gosh. I would have been so salty because look, down goes Krookodile to the Dazzling Gleam. So Uxie's probably going to carry us through this match right now. Like I said, the Haxorus is the one thing that's really worrying me and my opponent's team. I don't have to worry about the Tentacruel. I don't have to worry about the Florges is gone. The Rotom Heat I don't have to worry about. I think that Vision is just going to go ahead and put in the finest of work. Getting those Calm Minds up and having Psyshock. That's why, and you especially, you gotta run Psyshock over Psychic in my opinion. Because the Florges, man, the Florges. Granted, when people bring up Wheezing, it's a little bit of trouble. You wish you had the Psychic type move. that's on the special side. I'm gonna start calling things soon. Hold on. My opponent's gonna go right out into Rotom Heat, and I have no reason not to Psyshock here. He's gonna trick me and Scarf me into Psyshock, so it's definitely a risky play. It might be his only play though, but honestly, I'm fine with it. I'm at +3. I guess he was hoping that maybe I would go for another Calm Mind and get greedy, but there's no reason to get greedy. I also lose my recovery because of that, so that's kind of unfortunate, but I think that we got an Uxie sweep. I think he picked up a Broom with those little hands. Haxorus is gonna come through. Now, I've already revealed the Dazzling Gleam, so I'm not sure which one's stronger. I don't know. Oh, I get hit by Earthquakes now. I don't know Haxorus's base stats, but I'm gonna go for the oh, I have to go for Psyshock. Never mind. That's why he did that. He might set up a D-Dance, but it won't matter if he sets up a D-Dance. I actually have the Entei with Extreme Speed, which after a +3 Psyshock will take him out. Okay, or never mind, +3 Psyshock is just gonna take him out. And I am max defense, so I don't think that Haxorus would have one-shotted me regardless. Shaman's gonna come through. This little guy is just gonna sit on the field for not more than a couple seconds, and I am going to have a sweep with Vision. So not as close of a battle, obviously, as the last few battles, but it's not like it happened in 5 minutes. It was a 15-minute battle. I had to create the opportunity for Uxie to set up. I actually don't one-shot the Shaman, but Air Slash is going to do relatively nothing to Uxie, and we see the Life Orb on the Shaman. So creating that opportunity for Uxie to come in and set up that free Calm Mind was super clutch. I was terrified of that Crocodile. Had that Crocodile not been choiced, and I made that wrong prediction, this battle would be 100% different and Kevin would have won it. But because I came in on that EQ after setting up the web, that was absolutely huge for me. So Kevin, thank you so much for the battle. Like I said, you guys go check him out. He plays a lot of VGC and he's good at it. So show him some Shady love. I love you guys so much. This was the final battle with this team. So we'll go ahead and build a new team very, very soon for you guys and have 3 more battles with it. I'm going to get the heck out of here. Hit that thumb if you don't want me to swallow my gum. Have yourselves a good day. But above all else, keep it shady. I'm an idiot.